Go.
Welcome, Team Empower. We're so excited that you are here, Erin. We're excited for anyone else that's listening. Erin's in her new house. She wanted to point out the wine that's there behind her.
And her Shakeology.
And her Shakeology. So anyway, a few announcements to begin with is, first of all, Lacey Olson got her free ticket to Summit, which is a really big deal. We still need to reserve our rooms. We need to get a list of people that are going for sure and then reserve our rooms. And let's see. Team Spirit is in full force now, and we have just perfect amount, 20 people on our team. Now, if you signed up, what does that mean? All it means is that you keep doing what you're doing. Like if you hit Success Club 5, it means you get a Core de Force shirt. So, and that's it. Like that's all we're really going for is the free shirt. So, try to hit Success Club 5 and you'll get a free shirt. And there was one more announcement.
Core de Force is out.
Oh, and Core de Force is out. That is all. Oh, I guess if you're doing Core de Force and you want to be in a test group, Team Inspire is doing a test group that started on Monday. But honestly, our challenge group is freaking awesome. Yeah, right? Like, let's just take a minute to talk about the coaches challenge group. It's like exactly what I needed. And everybody seriously is, I love it. It just reminds me of being in our own challenge groups, right? And that's when it was awesome. Like, really, that's when coaching was awesome and Beachbody was awesome. And so when we were all together. So great job for being there and uplifting each other, and it's just been awesome. Erin,
can I just say like how weird and awesome it is that we were all kind of in excuse me, I'm still a little sick. That funk at the same time. Like you're like actually like Allie did your video and everyone's like me too, and I was like almost crying too. We were all there at the same time. It was just weird and like on purpose, I think maybe because then we could like get all back on track together, but crazy.
Seriously.
Like, I wonder if it was part of the year, and is that a natural thing that will happen, or is it that was just, you know, like I just wonder about it. But I'm glad we were all there at the same time.
Me too. And how awesome.
It was kind of a mixture of everything. Like it is kind of part of the year, like time of the year. This last quarter is always the hardest, especially because it's like getting dark earlier. Nobody really wants to like be involved in challenge groups. So like there's the business aspects that's part of it, part of it. And then also just, you know, everybody gets stuck in holiday mode. And also I think Allie and I were kind of in a funk. And so we both had kind of like set back a little bit and it just kind of infiltrated into everything, you know? And so, I mean, I think that just goes to show one, be aware of that next year and kind of take precautions beforehand, and two, like your team and your challengers will vibe off of your vibe. So if you're feeling it, they'll feel it, and if you're not, they will feel that. Even if you're saying the same things to them, they'll know. They'll feel you. So,
and third is we've been shown what a freaking awesome tribe we have, because really, like I really was in a crazy funk that I'm still pulling myself out of, but this is just so what I needed, you know, and I just need you guys, you're my friends, you know, and just knowing that, oh my gosh, I have like people know my heart, you know, and can pull me out of this. And I have just like this sisterhood, friendship, tribe thing. There's no word for it. Maybe there is. I just can't. I'm not good with words, but
it's called awesomeness.
Anyway. So those are all the announcements I went on. So go ahead, Lace.
Okay. So tonight we wanted to kind of talk a little bit about what we've already been talking about, which is awesome. And talking about like loving yourself. Something that Brene Brown has said that I love is that she talks about how you can't love another person more than you love yourself. And you know how a lot of times people are like, oh, I love my kids or my husband or my friends or everything more than I love me. But it's been proven that you can't give more love than you already have inside. And so really that's what it comes down to with coaching. And I think the prime example of that is I was listening to a call, or not even a call, like a presentation at Leadership by Allie Upham. And she was talking about how she had been in a funk And she realized that she had been spending all of this time trying to reach out to new people while neglecting the people that were already on her train, that were already her challengers, that were already her coaches, that were already following her page. She was always moving on, trying to look for the next Success Club point. Which got me thinking, like, and realizing we have so many people that are already in our challenge group, that have already gone through a group. I'm like, I need to capitalize on that. I need to reach out to them and reconnect with them. And so I started going through my challenge group list, or my graduate group list, and adding people to it that I hadn't added yet. And I can honestly say, and this is so terrible, but I didn't even know who the people were for the last 3 months. Like, they had been in a group with us for 30 days, and I couldn't tell you anything about them. And it's because I had so disconnected. I posted all the same posts in the morning. I responded to everybody's posts. I had sent them all messages. I'd sent them all videos, but I had not connected. I had simply gone through the motions. Now, I could tell you all about people that had gone through a group a year ago because I had connected with them. I had built a friendship with them. But yeah, I hadn't continued that friendship. I'd continued it with whoever had reached out to me. But I hadn't made an effort to go forward and pursue continuing that relationship. And so now that's what I'm focusing on right now, and that's what I want to encourage you to do right now too, is focus on the people that are already there. They're already following you. Just because they went through a group a year ago doesn't mean you're not their coach anymore, doesn't mean you're not their friend anymore. And so stay connected with those people. And even if it has absolutely nothing to do with fitness, even if they have fallen off the train and they are eating cookies as they are typing your message, that doesn't matter. Connect with them as a friend, because that's really what it's all about. Now, the thing that goes hand in hand with that is also taking care of yourself. I think that that's something that can be really seen within our team this past few months, is we've kind of all lost ourselves. Our passion for coaching, because we haven't been taking care of ourselves the way that we need to. And so I love this story that was told. It was actually in a church talk, but it's so applicable. So the speaker talked about how there was a group of men trying to move a piano into a different room for an event that was happening. And they all tried different ways of moving it. None of them were professional piano movers. They had no idea what they were doing. So they arranged everybody, by size, by height, by strength. And no matter how they arranged people, they could not move this piano. And so finally, one person said, everybody scooch in as close as you can and lift where you stand. And that's where they were all able to pick up the piano and move, because they had all gotten close together and they lifted right where they were. And that's what allowed them to move the piano. And that's the same with us. It's as we come together as a team, as we come together as a tribe, and we lift right where we are. I mean, I know we spend a lot of time talking about expanding our list and bringing in more followers and all that kind of stuff. And that's great, but that's for a totally different day. If you can't focus right now on lifting where you stand, with sharing your heart and your journey with those people that are already following you, or your friends and family that are around you. That doesn't mean you have to sell to them. It just means share your heart with them. Be real, be vulnerable, share your journey, because it's as you're sharing that, it becomes more real to you, more palpable, more what's the right word I'm looking for? It's real, it's yours, it's easier to share the more that you talk about it, because you can wrap your brain around it. And so that's what I really wanted to focus on tonight is, one, lift where you stand, focus where you are, sharing with who is around you in your challenge groups, in your graduate groups, on your page, in your neighborhood, whoever it is you have contact with. And then also, it's so important to take care of yourself, because if we're not taking care of ourselves, we have nothing to give. And that is not beneficial to anybody, because it will just put you right back where I have been for the past 3 months, and you'll run your groups and you will have no connection with those people, and they're not going to convert to coaches. They aren't going to stay on their journey, because if there's not that connection, it's so much harder to stay connected and to stay focused and to stay engaged. So, and I'm not saying it's your responsibility to keep them focused, but giving them that connection from you is a game changer, and for them and also for you, because it gives your business purpose. It takes your business from just being a business to being a purpose. And so that's what I think is so huge and so important and necessary that we all do. So, Alice?
In this talk that Lacey's talking about, she stood up and she came out on the stage, and the first question she asked was, how many of you have lost your joy in this business? And it was like, boom, everybody had felt that before. Everyone had lost their joy in this business. And I talked about that a little bit in the live, video that I did in Empower, but you could so easily lose your joy in this business because it's so easy to get focused on recognition and Success Club and all of those numbers and points and ranks and whatever. It's so easy to lose your focus and lose your joy. And a testament to what she was saying to me is the challenge group that we're all in right now. She brought what she did is she brought the focus back to the challenge groups. Let's get your challengers results, because you know what? When you felt joy in this business, it's when you were going through a challenge group first, and then it's when you ran your first challenge groups and your challengers were getting results, and that's where your joy came from. That's where your fire started. So she brought that focus right back, and I know I can feel that in the challenge group that we're all in together right now. I was telling my husband right now, like, we started this group because everyone was in a rut. We didn't even want to focus on the business. We just wanted to focus on ourselves, improving ourselves. And you know what has happened along with that? My fire for Beachbody has come back. You know, my desire to work the business has come back because I am remembering, wow, this is what I felt like as a challenger. This is what I felt like when I see people, you know, pushing past their excuses and feeling empowered. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that was just being able to refocus and remember why I'm doing this has been huge for me. And so going back and focusing on your challengers, like what Lacey was saying, Allie Upham had said, you know, I put a cap on my challengers. If I have 25 people in my group, then I can't focus, you know, or engage or get to know or emotionally connect with all of them. So she has to put a cap on them. And some of you might be thinking, well, freak, I'm lucky to even have one person in my group. Okay. So I understand that mindset too. You're thinking, okay, well, if I even had 3 people, then I would focus on them. You know what? It doesn't matter if you have 1 or 10. What matters is that you don't want to have more than that. But you can focus or not focus. If you're in a rut, even if you have 1 to 3 people in your challenge group, you're not going to be emotionally connected to them. It still takes effort on your part to do that. But let's not forget the people who have chosen to invest in you. And you guys, honestly, it doesn't even matter if they have invested in you. You have a platform on social media. You have your Facebook page. Whether you like it or not, you're going to be a leader. It's like the compound effect. How he said the compound effect is always in motion. Whether you're going towards your goals or away from your goals, it's always in motion. And I see social media and your place as a leader the same way. On your page, because that's what we're doing. We're using social media as our platform. And you're either using it to help you or you're using it to hurt you. And your job is to be an influence and a leader, whether you like it or not. In my video, I had said, you know, the moment you decided to become a mother, you're kind of, whether you wanted to or not, you're a leader in your home. Like, you have no other choice. You're a leader in your home. And right now, what we want for you is not to bring in 20 people to a challenge group. That's not what we want. We want you to make a difference. Even if it's just for one person, we want you to be an influence. And so not just your challengers, you don't just have to, if you only have one challenger in your group and you think, you know what, I am focused on that person. Great. Well, then let's expand that and focus on, you know, how can you be an influence and change the lives of people in your news feed? How many people have you seen during this political election say, peace out, Facebook, I don't want to see any of these posts? Like, I saw that so many times. This is a perfect opportunity for you to be a light and an influence, because everybody else's posts are sucky. You know, they just bring you down. So if you can be the light and the influence, that's what's going to draw people to you. So anyway, that kind of went off on a different tangent. But, oh, did I lose you?
No, we're still here.
Oh, I just thought that was weird. So, anyway, that is what I have to say about that.
I think that's awesome. I mean, and it's interesting because before we even got on this call, Allie and I are like, what are we going to talk about? And we both were, saying, well, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. And we were both thinking the same thing. It was just, it comes down to focusing on giving. And you can't give if you're empty. And so it's just those two steps go hand in hand. It's filling yourself and then giving to others, because then that will fill you too. Because it's as we take care of others, those things that we need are also naturally filled. So, and it all comes down to being real and vulnerable and genuine. And everybody has such a unique story and journey to share.
I have stitches.
And she has stitches. Everybody has such a unique journey to share that everybody needs to share. And it is empowering and it is fulfilling if we can focus in on the joy that it brings and the purpose of it. The purpose is not the paycheck. It's not the Success Club numbers. It's not the recognition. It's changing lives, because and as we focus on changing lives, the other stuff comes. The business stuff does come, because there is an important place for that as well. But it shouldn't come first. So that's what we have to say. Thank you, Erin. Anyway, all right. Well, this was a short, sweet call, unless you guys have anything else you want to say. Don't forget, next Thursday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we'll be here again. That's another thing we're really wanting to focus and get back into the groove with, because we did see the benefit of that, is that we will be having weekly team calls Thursday night, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Allie and I will also start posting a call schedule. Not everybody's required to sign up for a call with us every month, but if you have something you need to talk about, you need help with something, you need a little pep talk, whatever it may be, those will be the times that will be available. So we are available for you guys. So that's it. So, okay. Alice, good?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay. Have a good night, guys.
See you later.
Bye.